Dear Journal, I'm not getting to 10,000 without doing a slew of mystery caches. When I see that blue question mark, I immediately think, please don't be math-related, please don't be math-related. And that's why I was happy to see a mystery cache labeled Duck Island Mystery with 20 favorite points. Duck Island? Well, that just sounds adorable. The description is pretty slim. It includes a list of names and dates, and it's clear that if you research said list, you'll get the information you need to get the coordinates of Stage 1. One quick search later, I came up with all the information I need in this article from the Trentonian. They had driven to Duck Island to make love in the back seat of a Ford, sheltered by pitch darkness and the scraggly boughs of the sycamore trees. They caressed and kissed each other, excited to finally be alone. Outside the steamy windows, the only sounds were wind whistling through the marsh reeds and mallards quacking softly. Out of the trees came a man, and in his hands was a shotgun. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Suddenly I'm reading about the Duck Island Killer. That's right, the media called him the Duck Island Killer. Long dead now. A serial killer that used to stalk the area with a shotgun. So in order to get the coordinates, you need to comb over this information and then put it together in the format the cache owner left in the description. I got the numbers I needed, and oh great, it's right near the old dead body dumping grounds between the highway and the industrial park. I parked a bit further away than was necessary and cautiously rode my bike past Trenton's quiet and scenic sewer utility department to get to the trailhead with these fears in my mind ranked from least to greatest for the scenario. 4. Having to explain geocaching to an irate city worker. 3. Ending up on some FBI list for searching out serial killers online. 2. Getting shanked by a startled meth head. 1. Encountering supernatural entities spawned from residual violence, murder, hatred, and a toxic mix of sewer sludge and chemicals. I rode down the old lane, unsure if it's the one from the stories I had read. It wasn't long before I dismounted and walked through some gates. I mean, I'm just assuming we're all out here. I didn't see any signs, and, well, there's a geocache here, so it has to be safe and legal, right? Actually, make that plural. The Duck Island cache owner has a separate traditional cache listed nearby, so I went to find that first. What the? Oh god, that's heavy. What the hell am I looking at there? Oh, that's pretty funny. Well, favorite given. This certainly made me laugh nervously and added to the ambience of this little trip. And one more geocache keeps me ahead of the game. Or maybe a foot of the game, too. No, sorry. A short distance away, I had to ditch my bike for a more overgrown path, as the coordinates led me to the more private fishing/drug use/undead spawning areas of Duck Island. For the most part, the path wasn't that bad, and a mere several minutes later I was approaching this fallen tree that was just calling out to my geosenses. Huh. Nice. Thank the Lord I found it. Alright, and in here are coordinates that I must not film. Those coordinates had me delving deeper into this patch of woods bordering the Delaware River here, seemingly along paths less traveled, and I'm thinking, I haven't told anyone where I was going this evening. Soon though I was at ground zero, but the area was ripe with bric-a-brac washed up from the water. I'd say I spent about 10 minutes poking around trying to suppress my growing imagination. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Those coordinates are dead on. Because people got shot and murdered.
Now, initially I thought this was a tad anticlimactic, but really I was just happy to be able to leave the area before sundown. The cache owner did a good job using the history of this area and setting up the mood by forcing you to read about terrible murders in order to get the coordinates. Mystery solved, smiley achieved, favorite given. Before I sign off, Journal, I just want to highlight a nearby terrain feature pointed out via cache placement by another geocacher. You probably can't tell here, maybe I can brighten it up. Oh good, I can. You see, it has to do with the light poles near the street and the fact that they are actually facing out over the shoulder of the road instead of on the road itself. That's right, somebody really messed up here. I'm just gonna have a laugh about that and not think about the horrible fate that befell all those people at the hands of the Duck Island Killer.